Ladies and gentlemen, Laurie Cardozo-Moore with Proclaiming Justice to the Nations, and I just wanted to send you a quick greeting. I just finished watching the Abraham Accords signing that was going on with the President of the United States overseeing the Prime Minister of Israel, as well as the leaders of Bahrain and the UAE. But something I wanted to share with you, because PJTN is focused on fighting anti-Semitism, educating Christians about our biblical responsibility to stand with our Jewish brethren and defend the state of Israel against the rise of global anti-Semitism. Of course, you know we accomplished that goal by producing media in order to reach the masses, Christians, Jews, people of conscience around the world with this specific message. But one of the key campaigns that we are fighting right now is the textbooks. We're trying to ensure that our children are being educated with historically accurate, unbiased content in our textbooks that reflects the values of our nation, of our communities. And something that I found interesting in an article I was reading was that the United Arab Emirates, the UAE, 2 weeks ago changed the textbooks that their children are being taught from so that it shows a more positive response to the nation of Israel and the UAE, the government, and its relationship with the Prime Minister and his government in Israel. This is a huge thing. The fact that the UAE was willing to change their curriculum, we have seen for years now that the Palestinian Authority continues to indoctrinate their children with propaganda. And of course, look who's missing at the table in Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, President Trump has, with a good faith effort, has brought these leaders together. And the leaders understand the seriousness of the hour that we all live in. And the leaders of the United Arab Emirates were willing to change the curriculum so that when they pass the baton to the next generation, that next generation will continue to further the peaceful relations, God willing, with the state of Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, we're facing a very similar dilemma in the United States of America. And those of you who've been following PJTN, you know this. And this is why we need your help, because we are indoctrinating our children with anti-American, anti-Judeo-Christian, anti-Israel, anti-Semitic content in our textbooks. And do we see the school districts removing the content when parents go to school board meetings? When parents go and testify in hearings in their state legislatures that are adopting this propaganda, are they being heard? Is that curriculum being pulled? No, we're still teaching that. Why do we think we see all this chaos going on in the streets? Now we hear chants of death to America and death to Israel. It's because of the propaganda that we're teaching our children. And ladies and gentlemen, you know, I have been pushing the issue that we need to pull our kids out of the public school system. We need to homeschool them now. Here, on this historic day, we have the leader of the UAE who is willing to change the narrative for their children. Are we willing to change the narrative for ours in the United States? Ladies and gentlemen, God bless you. And thank you for all you do on behalf of our Jewish brethren and the state of Israel. If you are new to PJTN, I want to encourage you, please go to our website, sign up to get on our mailing list at pjtn.org. And also, ladies and gentlemen, follow us on Twitter at PJTN. You can follow us on Facebook at Proclaiming Justice to the Nations. We have chapters across the globe and, of course, across the United States. But we need to hear from you. And if you see content in your children's textbooks, contact us, let us know, let us hear from you so that we can help mobilize your community to take back local control of your children's education. This is an election year. You need to know where the candidates stand that are running in your district, whether it's school board, whether it's the county commissioner, the city alderman, the sheriff, or even your state legislature. You need to know where they stand on the propaganda being used to educate our children in our schools. God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you soon and hearing from you. You can always email me. If you find something, email me at info@pjtn.org. God bless you.